Today, I'm going to talk about implementing blocklists on the blockchain. And actually, the term blocklist has been kind of antiquated. We're no longer calling them blocklists. We're referring to them as exclusion lists. So I'm going to be referring to exclusion lists throughout this presentation and kind of explain why as we go through it. So really quick, a little bit about me. I am a coordinator at PSE, and then also I have nonprofit governance experience, community organizing experience, a bunch of other stuff. Pleasure to meet you. Okay, so what is all of this exclusion list stuff about anyway? First, we have to start with Tornado Cash, okay? Also, so not just Tornado Cash, but any other zero-knowledge protocols, such as Railgun is a popular one, privacy pools, Aztec, anything that uses zero-knowledge to kind of obfuscate funds on the blockchain. And what's important to understand about these protocols is that they essentially create one anonymity set, one association set. Funds go in, funds come out, they're all associated together. You can't tell where they're coming from, but they are all together. So that's where we get proof of innocence tools. So this is a Chainway, Sand Screener. These are a couple tools that allow for people to prove their innocence or really prove in a zero-knowledge way, so prove that their funds are not a part of an association set, so they're not a part of a list, but still maintain their privacy along the way. So, exclusion list, that's how we get to exclusion list. So exclusion list is the proof of innocence tools need some way to know what lists they are excluding and what they are referring to. And so that's where we get to the project, this project that I'm working on, which is exclusion lists, which is essentially serving those lists. Okay, so this is really important to understand for a second that proof of innocence tools preserve privacy by allowing these users to opt into anonymity sets of their choice. You can also look at this as the users is allowing users to opt out of anonymity sets that they don't want to be in. So it's giving users the power to choose what their funds are associated with while they are using these privacy protocols, and then exclude unwanted users, such as hackers, and ultimately disincentivize hackers to steal funds and then try to put them through these tools and run away with them and do bad things such as that. So, you might ask, who makes these lists? Who decides who is excluded? Right now, it's the blockchain analytics companies. These are centralized companies that their incentives may or may not be aligned with the ecosystem as a whole. So these proof of innocence tools, which are operating now and being deployed now, this is the place where they're going to get them. What XList, the idea of XList is to provide a distributed, transparent, and open way of providing these lists. So Chainalysis is a centralized company, and we're imagining creating these lists through community participation and kind of distributing that work throughout the ecosystem. They're transparent. The idea is that they're transparent because anybody should be able to audit the process of what is in the list, why those addresses are in the list, and then it's open, as in we're imagining not just aiming to build one list that is a source of truth, but multiple lists, any number of lists, that then there can be a marketplace of ideas, if you will, where then these privacy protocols and the proof of innocence tools can choose which of the lists to use. Okay. What would something like this actually look like? As in, we can build something that creates these lists and then puts them on chain. But what does it actually look like for people to use them, for the developers to use them, for the exchanges, and then for people at all to use them? Trust is the answer to that. And we build trust in a system like this by building it together. So these are kind of the questions that we're asking ourselves about how to create that trust. Sustainable governance. So how will deciding on what lists get made or not, how will that be configured? What are the thresholds there? How to stop spam, malicious attacks, such as that. How will the participants in this system vote and generally align on what the lists are or what shouldn't be there? And then how to remediate potential conflicts when those lists are being built. So I want to leave us with kind of the concept of not just kind of stepping out of this box of looking at Tornado Cache and specifically sets of lists of addresses that are associated with hacked accounts. I think this is one example of how something like this could be used. But I want to imagine other types of data sets that a system like this could create in an open, transparent, distributed way to serve that data to zero-knowledge applications, zero-knowledge exclusion sets. Thank you very much. If you're interested in contributing or you have ideas about this, please join the Telegram, visit the website. If you think it's a great idea, a horrible idea, I want to hear it all. Thank you.
Thank you.